Hey GED students, you ready for a little review of exponents and their related vocabulary? Let's take a look. It says, which of the following are equivalent to this? Okay, there's a couple of different ways to read this. The most straightforward way that works with all these exponential expressions. So exponential expressions are just basically numbers that have these little powers on them. And they could even be unknown numbers like x, guys, but still they have those little floating numbers, those little powers. So a couple of different ways to say them. The easiest way is just to say the base, the big number. So 4, and then say to the blank power. So to the third power in this case. And so H is definitely a right answer. Which of the following are equivalent to 4 to the third power? But do remember, but that's not the only way to say that. The third power has kind of a nickname. It's not really his nickname. It's another official name. But we also call the third power cube. So another way to say this would be 4 cubed. Now be careful. Square is the nickname for the second power. And so this answer J here would be wrong. Okay, now let's talk about what these exponents mean. Another way to think about exponents is as repeated multiplication. So be really careful. A lot of students see 4 to the third power. Their first instinct is to multiply these two numbers, treat it like 4 times 3 or 12. That is not right. So that is not the same as 3 times 4 or 4 times 3 or 12. What does it mean? Instead, it means that you're going to take the base, that big number with its feet on the floor, and you're going to multiply it by itself some number of times. So I'm going to multiply 4, in this case, 3 times, since the exponent is 3. So wonderful. D is definitely a right answer. Now, a lot of students think it should be able to flip, since they say, well, 3 times 4 is the same as 4 times 3. So shouldn't it work that way with exponents too? Shouldn't 3 to the fourth power be the same as 4 to the third power? Yeah, no, guys. This is the operation. This is the number. So we had said 4 to the third power was the same as 4 times 4 times 4. Let's see, 4 times 4 is 16. Multiply that by 4 again, you'd get 64. Whereas if you did 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, that's a whole different ball game. 3 times 3 is 9. This 3 times 3 is 9. I'd get 81. So 4 to the third power is definitely not the same as 3 to the fourth power, or 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Whew! Okay, getting better, getting closer. I've got a lot of these considered now. Careful. I can usually trick a lot of students just by repeating the same number over and over again. Like here, it says there's 3 4s, right? But these are 3 4s adding. Okay, those are 3 4s adding. That could be rewritten as 3 times 4, but it sure can't be rewritten as 4 to the third power. Okay. Again, exponents mean repeated multiplication, not repeated addition. So let's cross off both of those, repeated addition. Now, I tried to trick you with G. Those two things are definitely related. The third power and the third root are related, but they're not the same thing. They're opposites. Kind of like dividing by 3 and multiplying by 3 are related, but they're not the same thing. They're not going to give you the same answer. So same thing here. Okay. Let's see. What do we have left? 3 to the fourth power. Oh, we already said that with numbers. That's not the same thing. Oh, and there you go. We had already simplified 4 to the third power. We said it was, since it was the same as 4 times 4 times 4, it was 64. So it's definitely not 20. It is 64. Whoo! My gosh, we just did so much work. So what are our right answers? D, H, K, and N. Whew, you guys did hard work.